Welcome back to my channel. Please leave your comments, please leave your thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. First of all, thank you so much for all the support that you give me on this channel. I really do appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Bitcoin, WhatsApp, cryptocurrency of any kind that you see in my comment section with my picture and a variation of my name, please know that that is not me. That is a scammer. Don't fall for that garbage. We the People. If you want your comments put over on the We the People website, please start it by saying We the People. We will take it over for you. Also, check out the We the People website and the We the People Facebook group. Both links are in the description box below this video. Yes, this morning's video, if you did not see it, please go back and watch it. I am answering some questions on there. I don't want you to miss it. Okay. Is Kamala Harris on her way out, or is Joe Biden on his way out? You decide. But in any case, the White House is right now in a frenzy over this whole situation. Let's talk about it. Last Friday, the White House called a cabinet meeting for the first time in 3 months. They have not had a meeting together in 3 months. Wouldn't you know they picked a day that Kamala Harris is not even in the country? Why? Well, it's because they didn't want her there, because this meeting was said to be about her. And on Saturday and Sunday is when all the stories started breaking. All the stories started coming out about Kamala Harris may be replaced as vice president. And all the stories started within the White House. Kamala Harris's on top person in her office said that she is dysfunctional, she can't even be found most of the time, and that she gets no help from Kamala Harris at all. Brett Baer's podcast on yesterday said they're preparing something in Congress that has not been done in a very long time. He actually said in a lot of years. They are looking into the process of confirming a new vice president. Now, for the people that says I'm lying, that this has never happened, you know, the Kamala Harris lovers, I tell you, I did not make this up. Go check it out. Brett Barnes, he's on iTunes, he's everywhere that you get podcasts. Check it out for yourself. Now let's talk about this. People are saying Harris is not the vice president. I'm sorry, I misspoke there. People are saying that if Kamala Harris is not the vice president, if she has been removed, that Pelosi will be the vice president. In some cases, yes, that's true, but not necessarily in this case. It is not true. The way it works is the sitting president. If the sitting president is removed, the vice president becomes president, and the Speaker of the House becomes vice president, and we certainly don't want that. But in this case, the sitting president is not being removed. He will still be in office. So he can appoint his own vice president, and it would not necessarily be Nancy Pelosi. So don't worry about Nancy Pelosi being the next vice president, because she's supposed to be retiring at the end of this year anyway. And I don't think that would work out too good. But let's look at this another way. Could it be that they know Joe Biden is not going to make it to the end of his term? So they are getting their ducks in a row now to move Kamala Harris up to president, and then they will have to appoint a vice president to replace her as vice president. If Kamala Harris becomes president, they will have to get the next person in line. That would probably be Nancy Pelosi. I really hope not. But you decide, what is this looking like to you? Are they thinking about replacing Harris, or are they thinking about replacing Biden? I believe they're thinking about replacing Harris. But y'all let me know in the comments below how you see this. Little Red Lion Hood. Little Red Lion Hood. I always get tongue-tied when I try to say that. But Jen Psaki is trying her best to make it look as though Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is on the same page. But the people knows what they see. The people are not blind to this. I have asked several of the people that loves Kamala Harris, that hates on me every time I say something negative about her. I have asked many of them to show me one thing that she has done good for the American people. To this day, yet nobody has been able to show me anything. They hadn't even tried. Why? Because she hadn't done anything. I think the most people that likes Kamala Harris likes her because of these reasons here. First, she's a woman. She's the first woman vice president. She's half black. And she's half Asian. Oh Lord, here comes the race baiters coming after me now. Y'all, before you bring that garbage about race into my video comments, let me tell you, my wife is Asian. I love her very much. My granddaughter is black. I love her very much. So you can keep that race garbage to yourself. Have y'all ever noticed that when these simple-minded people finds out that they can't win an argument, that they don't know what they're talking about, they always throw in that race card? But these dumbasses are the ones that always saying, we're not getting rid of race. We need to get rid of racism. But they're the first ones to throw it in there. Come on, people, get over it. Throw your race card away. It's over. That's so back in history. That's not today. But back to Kamala Harris. She was appointed by Joe Biden as border czar, but failed very miserably at it. You know, if my boss would ever tell me to do a job and I completely refuse to do it, that's exactly what she's done. She's refused to do this job. He would fire me on the spot, and rightly so. So I think it's time to fire this cackling chicken or horse or whatever you want to call her. Maybe with all of her cackling, she can actually lay an egg or two. Be useful. Senator Mayorkas said that Harris is not the border czar. But when I asked, what is Kamala Harris? He could never answer the question. He just tried to keep rambling on, trying to make Harris look good, but he could never answer the question. If she's not the border czar, then what is she, besides the vice president? Y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember seeing Joe Biden with my own eyes and hearing him with my own ears on TV when he appointed Kamala Harris as border czar. And she accepted the role. But she's not doing the job. The White House is trying to make it look like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is good friends, that they're on the same page. But they are far from it. Y'all sound off in the comments. And yes, I can take all your hate because I know I'm going to get a lot of it. So bring it on. But sound off in the comments. What do you see in this? Do you see them trying to replace Joe Biden or trying to replace Kamala Harris? Or maybe both. We just don't know. Y'all, most people come to my channel because they want the truth and they know I'll give it to them. They know I will give them my common sense approach to my opinions and what's happening today. If you don't like the truth, if you don't want the truth, if you want smoke blowed up your butt, get off my channel. This is not the channel for you. But if you want to be here and you want to bring me your hate, I'm ready for it. Bring it on. Please sound off in the comments what you think about all of this. But y'all, I'm going to have to leave y'all with what I always leave you with. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. He will get us through all of this. Say a prayer for our world. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our leaders, even though they're not leading. You know, It's no secret, I do not like Joe Biden, and I do not like Kamala Harris. But I would hate to be in their shoes, facing the job that they've got to do. But of course, we know they're not doing it. But also say a prayer for everyone around the world that's hurting through COVID, financial hardship, or any other affliction. Prayer is the only thing that can turn this debacle around, and I believe it will. 100% faith in that. Y'all, if you want your comments put over on the We the People Facebook group, please start it by saying We the People. And just know I love you all, and I will always bring you the truth without a bunch of hype, and I won't do it with 5 videos a day with a bunch of babbling. I love you all. Until next time. Ciao.